The deaf dog barked at the door every night, and when Mom opened it, she couldn't stop screaming. In the stillness of the night, when shadows dance and the world outside slips into a deep slumber, a peculiar sound breaks the silence. A bark, loud and insistent, echoing through the halls of a seemingly ordinary home. But this is no ordinary bark, for the dog that produces it is deaf. How could a dog that can't hear its own voice create such a commotion? As the mother of the household stirs from sleep, her heart races, and an unsettling feeling creeps into her mind. Each night, the barking grows more frantic, more desperate, as if the dog senses something lurking just beyond the door. In a world where we often take our pets for granted, this story explores the extraordinary bond between humans and their four-legged companions. It urges us to question what we know about communication, instinct, and the mysterious ways in which animals perceive their surroundings. What could possibly be causing this deaf dog's nightly uproar? Could it be a figment of its imagination, a cry for attention, or is there something far more sinister at play? As tension mounts, the mother confronts her fears, driven by a mix of love for her pet and concern for her family's safety. She knows the dog, a lovable but quirky creature named Max, has always been a bit eccentric, his deafness making him an unlikely hero in situations where instinct takes precedence over sound. With every night that passes, the mother's curiosity grows, igniting a flame of determination within her to uncover the truth behind Max's mysterious behavior. The scene is set, and as the camera pans through the dimly lit house, viewers can almost feel the weight of the atmosphere, the blend of anxiety, affection, and disbelief. The barks seem to resonate with a primal urgency, beckoning beyond the threshold of understanding. What unfolds next is not just a tale about a barking dog. It is a journey into the unknown, where the boundaries of reality blur, and the unspoken language of loyalty and fear speaks louder than words. As the nights progress, the mother finds herself grappling with the unexplainable. Each time she opens the door, she is met with the same unsettling sight: the empty porch, the cold night air, and the unyielding shadows that seem to whisper secrets of their own. Yet, Max continues to bark, his instincts driving him to protect his family from an unseen threat. The mother's heart pounds in her chest. She feels an instinctive pull to delve deeper, to understand what drives her dog to this nightly ritual. Days turn into weeks, and the cycle continues. Max's barks at the door become a haunting refrain, a nightly symphony of fear and confusion. The mother begins to notice patterns, subtle changes in Max's behavior during the day. His eyes dart toward the door. His ears perk up even though he cannot hear. It is as if the dog is caught in a perpetual state of alertness, aware of something that eludes human perception. One evening, as the sun sets and casts long shadows across the yard, the mother decides to take matters into her own hands. Armed with a flashlight and her unwavering resolve, she ventures outside to investigate. The cool breeze brushes against her skin, and the night is alive with the sounds of crickets and rustling leaves. She scans the area, hoping to uncover the source of Max's distress. What she finds, however, is nothing short of shocking. A trail of broken branches and disturbed earth leads into the nearby woods, a place she rarely visits after dark. The realization hits her. Could something have made its way into their backyard? Something that only Max can sense? The thought sends shivers down her spine, igniting a mixture of fear and determination within her. With her heart racing, she calls for Max, who bounds toward her with an energy that contrasts sharply with her growing apprehension. Together, they stand at the edge of the woods, the dogs barking echoing off the trees, a clarion call that reverberates through the night. As the mother peers into the darkness, she is struck by a sense of foreboding, a feeling that they are not alone. The connection between the mother and her dog deepens in that moment. She realizes that Max, despite his deafness, possesses a wisdom and intuition that surpasses her own understanding. He is not merely barking at shadows. He is responding to something primal, something instinctual that speaks to the very core of their being. As the tension builds, The mother recalls tales of loyalty and protection that dogs have exhibited throughout history. Guardians of their families, sentinels against the unknown. Max is embodying that spirit in a way that transcends his limitations. The mother's determination solidifies. She must uncover the truth, not only for her own peace of mind, but for the sake of Max, who has become her steadfast ally in this eerie quest. With courage surging through her veins, she steps forward, ready to confront whatever lies ahead. The bond between them, human and canine, unfolds as they delve deeper into the mystery, a journey that will test their resolve and reveal the extraordinary connection that binds them together. As they venture into the darkness, the barking continues, each sound amplifying the tension and intrigue. What secrets will the night unveil? What lies in wait beyond the threshold of their home? The answers may lie just ahead, shrouded in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. The stage is set for a revelation, a moment that will change everything. As they press onward, the stakes rise, and the story unfolds with a sense of urgency, drawing viewers into a world of suspense and emotion. The night is far from over, and as they stand at the brink of discovery, the question lingers. What will they find beyond the door that has become a portal to the unknown? As they navigate the dimly lit path leading into the woods, the air thickens with anticipation, each step echoing the weight of the unspoken fears that linger in the shadows. Max, the deaf dog, remains undeterred, his instincts guiding him through the dense underbrush. The moonlight filters through the trees, casting a silvery glow on the ground, illuminating the way forward, but also deepening the sense of mystery that envelopes them. The mother, clutching the flashlight tightly, feels a mixture of trepidation and determination coursing through her veins. Each bark from Max reverberates in her chest, a reminder of the bond they share, a connection that transcends the barriers of sound. She glances down at her canine companion, who seems to possess an uncanny ability to sense the unseen. His nose twitches, and he sniffs the air, drawing in the sense of the night, attuned to something that her human senses cannot grasp. "What is it, boy?" she whispers, her voice barely audible above the rustling leaves. Max turns to her, his eyes bright with focus, and barks again, a sharp, urgent sound that pierces the stillness. It's a call to action, a reminder that they are on the precipice of discovery, a journey fueled by loyalty and love. As they delve deeper into the woods, the scenery shifts. The trees grow taller and denser, their gnarled branches twisting overhead like ancient sentinels keeping watch over the secrets hidden within. The mother's heart races, each beat resonating with the rhythmic pattern of Max's barks. The shadows seem to dance around them, flickering with the movement of creatures unseen. A chill runs down her spine, and she reminds herself that this exploration is not just for her own peace of mind, but also for Max, who deserves to have his fears addressed. Suddenly, their path opens up into a small clearing, bathed in moonlight, where the air feels charged with energy. Max stands rigid, his body tense, and his barks grow louder, echoing through the night. The mother scans the area, her flashlight sweeping across the ground, illuminating patches of grass and the occasional glint of dew. But it is the silence that follows Max's barks that sends a shiver down her spine. Whatever he senses, it remains hidden from her sight. "Stay close, buddy," she murmurs, stepping forward. In the center of the clearing, her eyes catch a glimpse of something unusual, an object partially obscured by fallen leaves. Her heart skips a beat as she approaches, kneeling to inspect what seems to be a small, tattered blanket. She brushes away the debris, revealing a worn fabric that carries the faint scent of something familiar yet unsettling. Max's eyes widen, and he growls lowly, a sound that reverberates with protective instinct. The mother feels a knot tighten in her stomach as she contemplates the implications. What could this blanket signify? Whose presence had been here? And why did it evoke such a visceral reaction in her loyal dog? Just then, a rustling noise breaks the silence. The mother's breath catches in her throat as she whips around, the flashlight beam slicing through the darkness. Her heart pounds as the shadows shift, and she squints, trying to make out the source of the sound. Max stands alert, his body vibrating with energy as he inches closer to her side, ready to defend her against whatever might emerge from the depths of the woods. "Hello," she calls out, her voice steady despite the tremor of fear coursing through her. The response is a low growl, not from Max but from somewhere deeper within the thicket. Panic surges within her, but she fights to maintain her composure, reminding herself of the bond she shares with Max together. They are a team, and together they will face whatever mystery lies ahead. Suddenly, the underbrush parts, and a figure emerges, silhouetted against the moonlight. The mother's heart races as she realizes it is a small, scruffy dog, disheveled and seemingly lost. The creature looks up at her with wide, frightened eyes, and Max's demeanor shifts from fierce protector to curious companion in an instant. He approaches the newcomer, tail wagging tentatively as he tries to communicate with the frightened pup. In that moment, the mother feels a wave of relief wash over her. But the questions remain. "Where did you come from?" she whispers to the small dog, kneeling down to its level. The new arrival seems hesitant, taking a cautious step back, and Max continues to coax it forward with gentle nudges and playful barks, his instinct for companionship guiding him. The mother glances around the clearing, examining the surroundings for any signs of the small dog's owner. Were they nearby? Had they been searching for this pup? Or had it wandered away from home? The night feels heavy with unanswered questions, and she knows they need to act quickly. "Let's get you back home," she coaxes, her voice softening. She reaches out her hand, palm open, trying to offer comfort to the trembling creature. Max stands beside her, exuding an air of reassurance, as if to say that everything will be all right. Slowly, the little dog inches closer, its instincts propelling it forward as it accepts the companionship offered by Max. As they prepare to leave the clearing, the mother takes one last look around. The blanket remains, a haunting reminder of the unknown. Could it belong to the lost dog's owner? Or was it a remnant of something more sinister? The questions linger in her mind, but she knows that the immediate priority is to help the newfound friend. With Max leading the way, the trio makes their way back through the woods, the mother's heart swelling with a mix of hope and curiosity. The bond between them deepens with each step, and as they emerge from the trees, she can see the comforting glow of her home in the distance. The night has transformed from one of fear into one of unity, a testament to the resilience of love and loyalty that transcends the unknown. As they reach the porch, the mother feels a sense of accomplishment wash over her. She has faced her fears and discovered a new layer of connection with Max and the little dog. But she also knows that this is just the beginning. There are still mysteries to unravel, and the night is far from over. What other secrets lie in wait? What stories will unfold as they forge a new path together? The adventure continues, and with Max by her side, she feels empowered to face whatever challenges may come their way. With the door creaking open, she invites the lost pup into her home, a place that now feels even more alive with the promise of companionship and courage. The night may have started with uncertainty, but it has transformed into a journey of friendship, one that will leave an indelible mark on their hearts. As they settle in, the mother knows that the bond she shares with Max has only grown stronger through this experience, and together, they will navigate whatever the future holds. As the door swings wide, the comforting warmth of the home envelopes them, a stark contrast to the chilly night air. The mother watches as Max bounds inside, tail wagging with uncontainable excitement, while the little dog hesitates at the threshold, its eyes wide with uncertainty. The mother kneels, creating a welcoming space, hoping to ease the pup's fears. "It's okay, sweetie. You're safe now," she assures, her voice soothing, as she gently reaches out a hand. Slowly, the little dog takes a tentative step forward, encouraged by Max's friendly demeanor. With a soft bark of encouragement, Max nudges the newcomer, inviting it to join their little family. The mother's heart swells with joy as she witnesses this moment, an unspoken understanding blossoming between two dogs, transcending fear and uncertainty. The bond of love and companionship is palpable, a reminder of the beauty that can arise even in the most unexpected circumstances. As the little dog finally crosses the threshold, the mother closes the door behind them, sealing in the warmth and love of her home. She quickly gathers some food and water, setting down bowls for both Max and his new companion. The lost pup sniffs the air, its tail beginning to wag as the tantalizing aroma of food fills the room. Max, ever the gracious host, stands guard beside the bowls, ensuring that the little dog feels welcomed and secure. The mother takes a moment to reflect on the events of the night. What had started with confusion and fear transformed into a beautiful act of kindness and compassion. She contemplates the journey that brought them here. The barking that had initially filled her with dread now seemed like a beacon of hope, guiding her to this lost soul in need. Perhaps Max had sensed that something was amiss long before she did, tugging at her heartstrings to take action. As the two dogs munch happily, the mother retrieves the small blanket from the clearing, the familiar scent still lingering in the fabric. She examines it closely, hoping to find some clue about its origins. Was it a blanket that belonged to a child, perhaps a sign that someone was searching for their lost pet? The thought weighs heavily on her mind as she resolves to uncover the mystery behind it. After the dogs finish their meal, the mother gathers the courage to explore this further. She decides to take a photo of the blanket and the two dogs together, determined to share their story with the community. Perhaps someone has been searching for this little dog, and through the power of connection, they could reunite them. She posts the picture on social media, writing a heartfelt caption about their unexpected adventure, the bond of friendship, and the mysterious blanket that had led them together. As the hours pass, the mother can't shake the feeling of unease that lingers in her heart. The barking had served as a warning, and while she is grateful for the new addition to her family, she can't help but wonder about the threats that might still be lurking in the shadows. The bond she shares with Max has grown stronger, but there remains an unsettling sense of the unknown that demands her attention. Later that night, as the family settles on the couch, the mother watches the two dogs play together, their spirits lifted by the warmth of companionship. Max, ever the protector, keeps a watchful eye on the little pup as they wrestle and chase each other around the living room. In this moment, surrounded by love, the mother feels a sense of peace wash over her. But just as she begins to relax, her phone buzzes with notifications from the post she shared earlier. Comments and messages flood in, each one a reminder that the community is rallying around her story. People express their concern for the lost dog, while others share their own experiences of finding lost pets. The mother's heart swells with gratitude for the kindness of strangers, and she knows that together, they can unravel the mystery of the blanket and the little dog's journey. Suddenly, a message catches her eye. A local resident recognizes the blanket and believes it belongs to a family down the street. They mention that the family had been searching for their dog, who went missing a few weeks ago. The mother's breath catches in her throat as she reads the message. Could this little dog truly belong to that family? Excitement and trepidation swirl within her as she reaches for her phone to respond. She quickly arranges to meet the family the following day, hopeful that they can reunite the lost dog with its rightful home. The bond she has formed with the little pup is undeniable, but she knows that the right thing to do is to return it to its family. As she prepares for bed, she reflects on the incredible journey they have all shared, the nights of barking that led to courage, connection, and ultimately, hope. The next morning dawns bright and clear, and the mother feels a mix of anticipation and anxiety. She knows that the reunion could be emotional, but she also feels proud to be part of this journey. Max, sensing her energy, wags his tail eagerly, ready to support his human through whatever lies ahead. As they arrive at the family's house, the mother's heart races. She knocks on the door, and within moments, a woman opens it, her eyes wide with disbelief. "That's Charlie," she exclaims, her voice trembling with emotion as she recognizes the little dog beside Max. Tears fill her eyes as she kneels down, reaching out to embrace Charlie, who leaps in her arms, tail wagging furiously. In that moment, the mother feels a wave of satisfaction wash over her. The bond she had forged with Max and Charlie has come full circle, reminding her of the power of love and connection in times of uncertainty. The woman thanks her profusely, sharing stories of how Charlie had gone missing and the heartache it caused their family. As they talk, the mother feels her own heart swell with pride. Max had been the catalyst for this reunion, and she knows that their relationship has deepened through this shared experience. The journey they embarked on together was not just about the barking or the mysterious blanket. It was about finding strength in vulnerability, courage in fear, and the unwavering bond that exists between humans and their beloved pets. As the day draws to a close, the mother returns home with Max, both dogs' spirits lifted by the joy they helped create. Charlie is back where he belongs, and the bond between the mother and Max feels more profound than ever. They sit together on the couch, the warmth of their home surrounding them, as they reflect on the journey they've taken. What began as a series of baffling barks transformed into a tale of resilience and connection that transcended the ordinary. The mother knows that life is full of mysteries, and sometimes it takes the voice of a deaf dog to guide us toward understanding. In the end, love and loyalty can illuminate even the darkest paths, leading us to where we truly belong. As the credits roll on TH's remarkable story, the mother hopes that others will find inspiration in their journey. If you love heartwarming tales about the bond between humans and pets, be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below and let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more incredible stories like this one to life. Thank you for joining us on this journey. And remember, the love between a pet and its owner is one of life's greatest treasures.